Hey everyone, and welcome back to Miss Azrael's Gaming. So today we're going to jump back into Tavern Talk, and in the last episode, Fable had come back from their first quest, and they actually managed to pull it off, and they worked with Carolyn. Let's see, Zephyr, he took the quest for the missing cape for Kyle the vampire, and we also found out that there's somebody who's after our N. We don't know who he is, but he's been asking around for us. So let's go ahead and jump back in. Okay, Act 2, Starlight Sonata 5, Picking Up the Pieces, First of the Astral Moon. I'm glad the inn wasn't severely damaged by the falling stars. Oh, I forgot about those too. There was a whole bunch of falling stars that hit the town, and it looked like a lot of things were exploding. Though it did take me nearly the whole day to finish all those little repairs. The building might still look a little battered, but it could be worse. Hopefully none of my customers got hurt yesterday. It's not much, but I should surprise them with a new drink on the menu. That way, whoever comes in can get at least a small taste of normalcy. So, recipe unlocked is a Sunny Breeze. Ooh, that's neat looking. Got a little butterfly on it. Looks like a little wheat stalk. I think that sounds like a good plan. We've got a new customer. Innkeeper. Jade. Didn't think you'd show up again after last time. No hard feelings. Remind me again, who started that whole brawl? No clue, actually. Must have slipped my mind. Would a drink help you remember? If I wanted to chat about it, maybe. But you know how much the remnants of the past bore me. Then let's focus on the present. I didn't come all this way to revel in old times, after all. Although I brought you something I knew you'd find useful, just in case you did remember who started the brawl. Oh, this is interesting. Let me see. It's some thunder sage. Found it on one of my jobs, but didn't have any use for it. Just don't try to boil tea out of its leaves. Tastes dreadful. Numbs your tongue. You seem to be speaking from experience, so we've got the new infusion thunder sage. Your tavern seems to be getting on in years. Seems like nothing can escape the grip of time. Wasn't even sure if it was still open. Is it that bad? I guess some would say age adds character. And what would you say? I'd say you've gotten old. Ouch. Aw, don't take it too personally. You still got some of your old spark, appeal. Let's try appeal. Yes. You can be honest, you know. You're not my type. That's okay. Perhaps your drinks are my type, though. What can I serve you? Something that'll quicken my reflexes. Gotcha. I mean, I wasn't hitting on you. I was just saying my appeal. I still have it. Okay, so we need a swift strike. Need some defense and some intelligence. And then all the dexterity. Perhaps you'll find this appealing. Now that's what you call a drink. Maybe you haven't gotten on in years so much after all. Well, some things never wither. What are you doing in Zenith these days? Keeping up to date. Checking out the latest gossip after my most recent gig. Your most recent gig? I finished up a job in the Saye Plains. A sandworm kept terrorizing a group of seal wool merchants at the edge of the plains. I, myself, am very fond of those creatures. They just mind their own business, but sometimes, they gotta eat. But you know how it is. Something's gotta pay the bills after all. So I took the gig. It was a cushy job, though. I still managed to get sand between my teeth. Luckily, it was only a sandworm and not one of those mimics that pretend to be part of the local fauna and snap. Gone you are. Anyway, I also heard about some unrest in Zoford from some of the local merchants and decided to go take a look. Zoford, the seaport. Yeah. Always considered it a rather calm area. It still is, sometimes at least. Initially, I thought the unrest was related to the local thieves guild, so I went there to deal with some bandits, look at their most wanted list, and cash out. There was no real challenge, though, so I didn't pick up anything. Other than a few hushed whispers at the marketplace, that is. Something about some archmage's familiar that went missing or whatever. Perhaps a job for you? I'm not a welfare associate. Okay, so we got the runaway, which is one of the rumors. What do I care about missing familiars if no one's going to pay me, you know? Of course. I was way more interested in hearing more about the undead on the other side of the country that my colleagues were mumbling about. So I came here, and naturally I couldn't resist coming to see how you were holding up. Honestly, not too good. I'm doing very well, thank you. Let's be positive. Well, that's good news, especially considering the state of your tavern. It's not that bad. Sure, whatever you say. So, do you know anything about those undead? Not really. I've been a bit occupied with cleaning up this mess. The tavern was just a tad affected by some recent incidents. What do you mean? The shooting stars? Oh, we got another new person. Shooting stars. It's much more serious than that. Innkeeper, a drink, please. Perhaps something to boost my defenses. I'll have to be equipped for every possible situation after this kind of morning. Coming right up. Okay, she needs a frosted lagoon. So, some strength. Ooh, almost put too much of that in there. Wait, that's strength. Intelligence, dexterity, charisma. That was charisma. Okay, that little over didn't do me any damage. Please enjoy. Like dragon scales, sturdy, strong, flawless. I'm glad I could impress. You have no idea how much this catastrophe has affected the poor citizens of Zenith. And my day off. I can only imagine what scars it must have left on the rest of the country. I mean, if some star rain managed to affect not only the tavern but also the whole city, it must have been pretty bad. Speaking of which, I'd be happy to help you fix this place up. If the money's right, of course. No, thank you. I'm closing up early today and tomorrow to take care of things. All right, Chief. The offer stands. What? You don't really believe it was just shooting stars, do you? What else would it have been? Have you not seen the damage? Last time I checked, shooting stars were flaming comets traveling through the filaments of Cassiopeia. Sometimes they crash on Gaia, rarely, but it happens. Nothing I would worry about. Just an average Genesis for me. Cassiopeia helped me. What? Do you know something I don't? Perhaps. Oh, do enlighten me, please. Well, it seems you're not aware of who you're talking to. Nope. My name is... Oh, goodness. Althania Anwar. I'm a devotee of the great dragon Cassiopeia, bringer of change and lady of the gilded sea. I fight for those who cannot fight for themselves, bring justice to those who would bring doom. And I am very aware if something is wrong with the firmament. Cool. Pleasure to meet you, Alethea. Now trust me when I tell you, this was more than just your average asteroid shower. I'm bad at trusting strangers, but go ahead. I believe something way worse happened. What? I know the stars fell from the sky. Literally. Usually I reside in the Aperture. It's a temple in the far northeast dedicated to Cassiopeia. But for my niece's birthday, I decided to take a few days off and visit her, to take her to the carnival on the outskirts of Zenith. We were just on our way back when suddenly, right above us, the sky was ablaze with millions of stars raining down on Gaia. I'm very attuned to the realm of Cassiopeia, the harbor of all luminaries of the firmament. Just say astral realm. That wouldn't do the place justice, but what would you know? It's a vast and yet so full of beauty. It's an ocean with a glistening surface, home to creatures beyond our comprehension. It's a theological term for it. Anyways, I noticed something was off the moment it happened, perhaps even a tad beforehand. Like the feeling of impending doom when all the hairs on the back of your neck stood up and now you know it's a creature lurking somewhere in the shadows. Exactly. Which is why Innkeeper came here right after fulfilling my duties this morning. So many were hurt. It's a matter close to my heart figuring out what happened. After inquiring with those affected, many refer to you and your tavern. If anyone had intel, it'd be you, they said. They did? Yes. I'm sorry to disappoint, but I imagine I know even less than you do. I was hoping to find some clues at least to help me start with my investigation. Well, she could ask around for you, I'm sure. Would you do that? I can certainly try. Good. In the meantime, I shall do what I do best, aid those in need, and perhaps find out more about this disaster. Why? What? Why are you so nonchalant about all this? Things like this happen all the time, and people like you fix them. Thus, not my problem. People like me are the reason people like you can continue living like that. I didn't ask for any help. There will be a time when you do ask for help, and then you will be happy there are people like me. Sure. Before I forget, Innkeeper. Yes, Alethea? I will help you fix up your tavern, free of charge. Not necessary, but thank you for the offer. Well, if you don't need my help, I know many around that do. So I'll be going. Maybe we'll know more about all this when I return. Okay, so we unlocked Alethea's information. We also unlocked rumor Starfall. The little turtle was hiding. That's cute. How dramatic. Isn't it normal for divine devotees to act like that in times of crisis? Not sure if I'd call this a crisis. Sure, if she's like that, if it's like she said, and the literal stars fell from the literal sky, then yeah, that's odd. But then again, I'm sure Cassiopeia would have stopped it from happening if she wanted to. Are you religious? No, but I don't deny the dragons exist. Which means I'm more than confident in saying that if they want to be worshipped, they should work for it. We all work for something. I work to get paid, you work to get paid, and they just get paid without working. Got information on Jade. I wouldn't say they aren't working, I agree. Let's go with this one. Then what are they doing to help in the crisis like this? They're taking care of the grand scheme of things. Wishful thinking. Oh, another new character. Why does he look like he's made of stone, and why do his fingers have faces on them? Ayo. Greetings, adventurer. Who? Me? You're the one who entered my tavern, no? Why are his legs pulled up like that? Yeah, but in what way do I look like an adventurer? That's just her standard greeting. Budget couldn't cover anymore, I suppose. I have a wide variety of greetings. If that makes you feel better. Hit me and give me something from your repertoire of greetings. Ayo, bro. How hops it? Greetings, traveler. Let's go with that one. Boring. Gotta agree with the gnome. I'm not a gnome. Whatever. Actually, it looks like he's a mix of all kinds of things. What are you, then? Many things, but today I'm Iniko. You? I'm the Innkeeper. Jade. Cool name, Jade. Can I steal it? What? What? I'd prefer it if no one stole anything. Drake's. Got it. Can I have a drink, then, if I can't have your name? Of course. What do you want? What do you have? Everything. What do you need most right now? Something that'll make me more swift and agile. Like a slippery worm. Can't risk getting caught, after all. What? What? Worms can be slippery? That wasn't... Never mind. A slippery worm coming right up. That sounds weird. Okay, so a swift strike. That's the same thing she had. So he wanted to steal her name, and now he stole her drink. Boom. No worms, but perhaps it'll still suit your taste. Oh wow, this is great, amazing even. Where did you learn this craft? In the primordial vortex? Don't look at me like that, I'm just joking. You aren't from here, are you? Who, me? Who else? Corey. Is that the thing on your shoulder? Bingo. It's short for corruption. Ah. No. I meant you. Well, I'm nowhere, anywhere, and everywhere all at once. But most of me is from Avalon. Oh, an Avalonian. Native born or by ancestry. Native, duh. Huh, that's interesting. I find it pretty lame, to be honest. There's nothing going on over there. Everyone's the same. And you think it's different here on Gaia. I cannot talk today. Yeah, I mean, not really, but I can go anywhere I like. Barely anyone knows me here. What the hell? Theft, identity fraud. All's goody-goody with me because I can be someone else tomorrow. In Avalon, they see through that game very quickly. I see. Changeling, then. Yes, and I say so out of trust. Just kidding. If you tell anyone, I'll come for you. Fret not, what happens in the tavern stays in the tavern. Then we're cool. Cool. So what brings you here, Iniko? This and that, you know. Zenith seemed like a cool town with a cool name. Got distracted by the giant hog in your front yard and thought I'd come in and say hi. That would be mine. Cool. I don't do mounts. I'm faster on foot. That way I can admire the landscapes, take U-turns through narrow spaces, pickpocket. And did you admire the wrecked ruin that was once Zenith? I mean, I love chaos, so is it that bad? Do you ever leave this tavern, Innkeep? The city looks like a broken mirror. Yep, you bet it does. Looks like a star hit the center of Zenith and boom. Yep. Oh. Okay, so unlock the room are glass shards. But there's nothing we can do about it. Exactly, someone will fix it. And that someone's not me. Huh, me neither. That someone could be you. What if no one fixes it? I mean, could be you. Me? No, nah. Absolutely not. I don't get involved with these sorts of things ever. Who am I to fix other people's problems? Dude, he sounds just like her. I think he's absorbing her. Are they going to pay me for it? Not enough, that's for sure. You work for nothing, and in the end, no one thanks you for it. Heroism is an unprofitable art form. If you're unlucky, you'll even get in trouble for destroying someone's property. And that after you just fought tooth and nail to save a village from eternal damnation. Or something like that. Exactly. I know Jade is a mercenary, but say, Iniko, you aren't exactly a traditional adventurer either, huh? No way. Their self-righteous and self-sufficient, sacrificial hero complexes ain't my vibe. I wouldn't say all adventurers are like that. Name one adventurer that didn't die from self-sacrificial tendencies. I knew one, but they perished thanks to their own hubris. Another classic. Reminds me of the group I met last week in Ereve. They were nice, but too nice, you know? I know exactly what you mean. They were also on their way to investigate the falling stars. Nah, they were heading somewhere north. Didn't listen, didn't care. But I was nice to them too, Yano. Charmed some rations out of them when they prepared breakfast at their camp. Oh my goodness, I cannot read. I sat around the campfire drinking tea, munching on bread and bacon. One of them was a wizard, I believe, a full-on robes and magical type of guy. Kept going on about how Leviathan was sending bad omens to the bottom of his teacup. Leviathan? Huh? Why him? Don't know. Was he trying to warn you about his sister's demise? His sister? Cassiopeia. Ah, right. Sorry, mythology isn't my cup of tea. What is your cup of tea? Fraud. Checks out. So Leviathan warned him via his tea leaves about the start of something terrible. Tattered wings tainted the gilded sea in dark shades of misery, leaving behind nothing but a shimmering void. That's exactly what he said. How did you know? I think I read that somewhere before. Did you also read about the blazing eruption at the foot of the Dalwell Hills? No, but I heard about that when I was in Zoford. Thought the Fae were doing one of their quirky rituals again. Wait, so it actually happened? Yep. He also read that from his tea leaves. Whoa, seems like the guy was a real psychic. I guess divination magic can be a powerful tool. The tea leaf said the wings shall be torn apart at the feet of Avalon, nestled between the peaks of Dalwell. Dalwell? So it really could be true. What? It sounds like whatever happened in Dalwell was the reason the stars fell from the sky. Tainted gilded sea, shimmering void, metaphors for a starless sky. If the wizard was right about his tea leaf reading, that is. But it fits with what I heard in Zulford. It happened just a few days ago. Oh, that's how you're connecting it all. In case we unlock the rumors of tea and prophecies. How else? No idea, I thought he was just babbling. With everything that's been happening recently, I think he might have been onto something. Odd that the adventurers didn't try to stop it from happening. Perhaps no one would pay them for it. Or their other job paid better. Maybe they didn't want to be held responsible for any possible repercussions. Maybe they just realized they can't save everybody. Maybe they were just pretending to be adventurers. Maybe they were the cause of all this and were just bragging about it, thinking I'd stop them. LOL. Enough with your maybes. They're pointless and aren't helping anyone. I'm getting a headache. I'll go get some fresh air. So long, Innkeep. Merry hunting, Jade. Now it's just you and me, Innkeeper. Indeed, Inico. But not for long. I'm getting bored and I'm broke. So you're going to look around town. Surely people don't need their shiny things anymore. Good luck finding someone to help. That definitely isn't me. So far, I haven't been disappointed by the others. You know how to never get disappointed? How? Never have expectations, duh. Could have figured that one out. Alright, so we can put a new quest together. Probably this star one. Okay, twinkle, twinkle, deadly stars. The beautiful yet disastrous star fall left its zenith in shambles. The city and surrounding farmlands are destroyed, and some people are left homeless. A mere meteor shower wouldn't leave the entire night sky empty. So what exactly happened? Is it a harbinger of something more ominous yet to come? Whatever it may be, it said that a fragment of this calamity can be tracked back to Dalwell, an island in the south of Visoia. Ooh, it's raining. Okay, Act 2, Starlight Sonata. 6, A New Dawn, second of the astral moon. Innkeep. Rhea. You've got any new lines for me? Perhaps, but only trade them for new ones of your own. Make me a drink. I had a long night. Want to tell me about it? No. I get it. You need some stamina first. What I need is some defense to ward off your questions. I'll go check if I serve that. Okay, so defense, that's the Frosted Lagoon. Charisma and strength. And then defense. Some defense to keep your favorite innkeeper at bay. Who said you're my favorite? I might be after this drink. Fair enough. You're climbing up there. I'm very happy to hear that. Now I've got a question for you. You think you can handle that? I'll try my very best, Mrs. Frostgrip. My bad, Miss Frostgrip. I just thought since you're such a catch, keep it to yourself. Alright. Is Kyle here? I was looking for him around town, but not a single lad or lassie has seen him. Thought maybe he got crushed by a fallen star. Worried? No. I see. I think he should be waking up right about now. Rhea? There he is. Oh, I missed you so terribly. I thought you had died, or worse, abandoned me. I thought the terrible fathoms of time had taken a new friend from me yet again. I'm fine. Are you sure? Aye. Can you see her too, Innkeep? Yes, very much so. By the dragons, so she is not a dream nor a figment of the past. I'm very happy you're not dead, Rhea. Thanks. Would you like to see the gift I brought you? Gift? When I was at the market all by myself, missing you terribly, I found these gorgeous earrings that reminded me of you. I'll help you put them on. Wait. Are those suns? Yes, because your friendship lights up my undead life. Oh my gosh, I think it's so cool that actually they're on her. What do you think? I like them. They match me other jewelry, and the craftsmanship is decent. You mentioned you like leatherback clasps. I do like them. When did I say that? I'm not sure, at some point, or maybe I dreamed it. That is very likely. Speaking of dreams, I had the strangest dream about the stars falling down the other day. They crashed down to Gaia like a rain of fire, or beautiful fireworks. There must have been something wrong with my drink. Now you're meddling, buddy. Anyhow, Rhea, where did your slime go? It was washed away by the falling stars, the rain of the falling stars. Oh. So that empty night sky wasn't a dream? No, guess Cassiopeia couldn't carry it all anymore or something. Incredible. So it wasn't one of your strange drinks, Innkeep. Does that mean I can drink another one without a vision of falling firmaments again? Worth a try. Then I would like to try, preferably something that will make me strong enough to lift a star. Just in case I would like to. I'll see what I can do. Okay, so we need a strength one. What's this? Oh, we've got some amber isles. Oh, that's the deadly star. Okay, we have the one quest. So we have still have 3 quests out there. Only one's been finished. Let's go ahead and check out the new characters. So, Alethea Onmore. Ken is a Seraphith. 25. Her cleric, the Aperture, lawful good, the High Priestess. So, Alethea is a righteous devotee to the dragon Cassiopeia. A fact she makes sure everyone knows. She's very eager in her ambition to save people and protect the world from falling stars and the like. We have Jade. Mihada, 32. Her bounty hunter. Shea Plains, chaotic good, the Emperor. I've known Jade for years, but it's good to see she's back in the area. She's not the type of person you ever have to worry about. She's strong, independent, and always looking for a new gig to make a living. A little empathy wouldn't hurt her, but that's probably too much to ask for. Just Iniko, Changeling, don't know the age, they, them, Monk, Avalon, Chaotic Neutral, Judgment. Originally from Avalon, Iniko is now vibing on Gaia. Probably because people here aren't used to the trickery of the Changelings yet. They're always looking for a new victim to fool and don't take anything too seriously. The thing on their shoulder is called Quarry, short for corruption, obviously. Oh, I forgot to select the drink. Need a strength one. So a Southern Brawler. Here, my best attempt at supporting your star lifting career. Oh, this is delicious. Do you think a molten star would taste like this? No. Perhaps. So what do you two think about that star rain? It was very bothersome. I had to look for shelter on my way back from the Rockwell cliffs. They better hurry and clean it all up. You've got somewhere to be. Still have to get the vampire to Bravia before I can get my hands on that gold. Who? Ye. Oh, splendid. I haven't been in Bravia in quite some time. I cannot wait to see it again. But until then, I can search for other materials, better ones even. This isn't going to happen by sitting around. Are you collecting loot for your dragon hoard? What? No. In what world do I look like a dragon to ye? They are masters of disguise. What about you, Innkeep? Am I a dragon? You are? No, I'm afraid not. But you smell so primordial. Thank you. If you're not a dragon, Rhea, what do you need materials for? Decorations? Ingredients? Don't you worry. I'm not trying to steal business away from you. They're for crafting. Like for friendship bracelets? No, for weapons. You're going to war, but I just got you back. I'm not going to war. Won't see me fighting for anyone but myself. Are you a blacksmith then? I am, and I'm looking for the right material to smash the next ore heart competition. I'm going to travel all the way to the caves of Ur for that one. That's so far. Can I come with you? That sounds very exciting. I hope you come back to show off your creation once you won. I'll think about it. How are you feeling about the stars having relocated, Kyle? It's fascinating. You think so? Yes, now that I know it was not a dream, the implications are dazzling. Yesterday, when I was looking out at the night, I could see nothing but darkness. But then, as I stared at the sedating nothingness, I could see an astral hairfish hopping across the sky. Its sparkling tail left a gleam of light in its wake. It was followed by more of its kind, like a pack finding a place to rest for an impending sunrise. With the light of the stars blinding me, I would have never been able to see such a spectacle. Are you... And you still thought you were dreaming? I thought the stars had just gone into hiding. We all do that sometimes. I would love to know how they're doing on Earth. They must be enjoying the atmosphere. Possibly. Speaking of exciting, have you had a chance to take a peek at that letter of yours, Innkeeper? I'm afraid not. Either way, how exciting. You know this world never ceases to amaze me with its natural wonders. Quest taken. This was by no means a natural wonder. Welcome back, Miss Anwar. Who are you, the Wonder Police? I'm Ethlia Anwar, High Clerk of the Arbiture, and the Chosen of Our Lady of the Endless Light. And I have returned to this establishment to investigate the tragedy of the Starfall. Not one of those protagonist types. Innkeeper, I'm happy to see that you were able to collect more information for my research. I'm grateful for your help in these trying times. At your service, miss. What are these times trying? Me and the wonderful people of Asteria. An empty night sky is no laughing matter. This must be taken care of swiftly. I guess it's empty every time of the day now, actually. How does that not worry anyone? We have other things to worry about. And if these sorts of things stopped happening, this babbler would be out of a job. Indeed. I find it very exciting. This is somehow even more worrying. Say, are you a vampire? What else would he be? I am indeed. This is also very exciting. Do you have any affiliation with Morrow Castle? What is a castle? Why are you asking? While I was seeking shelter from the calamity, I came across a young echo with a gloomy temperament. It appears he got into a hurrying fight with the vampire Morrow Castle. Some of his wounds were quite grave. I'm just making sure he will not try to take vengeance here. I don't have the heart for vengeance. Or the memory. I think we just found out what happened to Zephyr. We should play a round of memory. This is no time for games. Then what time is it? Time for me to figure out what is going on and save the people of Asteria from their impending doom. Let me guess, you do that often? Of course. After all, as a seraph and cleric of Cassiopeia, it is my duty to protect this world from anything that would cause it harm. It comes quite naturally to me. I like your unwavering sense of self-importance. Thank you. I like your earrings. Thanks. So what are your next steps for saving the citizens? Well, your rumors are all over the place, which is good. That means there's a lot to look into. Still, I would have appreciated a bit more organization. My bad. I'll start my investigation in Zenith and Tamris. Have a closer look at the wreckage caused. Maybe examining the rubble more closely, perhaps it harbors hidden clues. Once I've found out what is going on, I'll put a stop to it. The stars have already fallen, lassie, and not a lot you can do for them. Then I will make sure nothing like this can ever happen again. Perhaps Cassiopeia can even be healed. It is imperative for the order of this world that she herself does not fall. Couldn't agree more. I know you got this under control, Miss Anwar, but how would you feel about a little drink to boost your spirits? You have a long investigation ahead of you, after all. If you're offering, thank you kindly. What can I get you? It depends on the approach I decide to take this with. I could focus on the investigation aspect, really dig my heels in connecting the threads. Analyze the situation, find hidden clues, speak to the locals and those affected. Of course, I would have to do so strategically. Without the right approach, this plan would fall apart. And perhaps I would even need to inspire bravery in others to care about my cause. On the other hand, who knows who caused this? If I focus too much on the theory, I may not be in the right condition to fight whomever I encounter. But you'll be able to talk to them. That's always much more entertaining. Not everyone can be reasoned with. In such a case, I should be able to properly defend myself, especially if something similar should threaten to occur again. I need to be prepared for even the worst case scenario. I could offer you some Phoenix chilies. Who knows what you will encounter, but burning stars are best avoided with a hint of fire resistance. Sounds reasonable. So either it's the right balance between intelligence and inspiration, or the ultimate fireproof self-defense. I'm not yet certain which path I should walk. You should trust the Innkeeper with it. She always has the most wonderful solutions. Just this once I shall. I'll make sure not to disappoint. Okay, so either we can give her an infusion with the chilies, or what's that? Inspiration. With, what is that, dexterity? No, intelligence and defense. Oh, I don't know which one to do. I think I'm going to make the defensive potion, which is the Frosted Lagoon. And we need I think that's the chilies. Yeah. Okay, so we put the chilies in there first. Or not. There we go. Okay, so that actually put quite a bit on it. Oh, I forgot to click on the drink. Okay, so we don't have to add any strength, but we do need to add the charisma. And then the defense. You never know what you may encounter. I think it's best to be prepared for the worst. Precisely. I do believe in the best in people, but some are a lost cause. That being said, your drinks are certainly powerful. I can feel the Phoenix chilies burning in my veins. Not to mention that I feel ready to take any hit, no matter how vicious the creature. Like the scales of the dragons, your drink shall protect me. That they shall. I think I'll begin by investigating the fallen West Gate. It fell. It exploded when a star landed on it. Since then, it has drawn the presence of bandits as well as less humanoid evil. Perhaps I can find some answers in all the chaos. Best of luck. Say, Miss Holy Spirit, those fallen stars, are they still intact? They crashed onto the ground, so no, they're not intact. Were they pulverized? Not fully, no. Would you say that the falling stars make for an interesting type of material? For what? Yes. They certainly would be rare. Need any help on that holy mission of yours? I know a thing or two about rocks and the like. Could give you some insights on those impact conditions. I can't say I'm an expert in geology. Sure, I would very much appreciate your assistance. Great, then I'm in. Me too. Do you know about geology as well, or astronomy perhaps? I know about astrology. And this all sounds so very exciting. I've been terribly bored waiting for Rhea to come back. This will greatly aid me on a mission of curing my boredom. Well, I do like to help. That is very kind of you. I know. You don't have to come along. Of course I do. Could you imagine if the stars fell down again? What if one crushed you? I need to stay close by so I can catch it. I don't think you could. The stars already fell, Kyle. Done deal. What about the ones in the primordial sea? What if it floods us with all of its mirrored stars? Unlikely. I'm not willing to take that risk. I'm going on this adventure with you and with you, Miss Alethea. Great. Wonderful. I appreciate the enthusiasm. Let us not waste any more time. Thank you for your aid, Innkeeper. I shall return with conclusions and perhaps even mended experiments. I'm looking forward to hearing of your heroic deeds. How exciting. Poor Rhea. Wish me luck. Good luck. I hope you find suitable material. Me too. I don't think Rhea was too thrilled about that. Oh, we're going to get some nighttime guests. Oh, how cute. Hello? Hello. I would like your finest drink, please. A drink, you say? What do you have in mind, Miss Melina? But Millie's fine. It's short for Melina. I see. Is she even old enough to drink? Well then, Millie, what kind of drink would you like? Something tasty. Something that will give me new, fun ideas. Oh, and some Thunder Sage. I don't have any money, but I've got something to barter for the drink. You don't need to pay, but I want to. It doesn't feel right otherwise. All right, fine with me. What do you have for me? Oh, thank you very much. So we've unlocked Golden Feather as an infusion. Now I can accept a drink. Very well. Let me see what I can do. Okay, intelligence. That would be the Sparking Nebula. Sparkling. I called it Sparking. Sparkling Nebula. Okay, we've got some charisma. Oh, not too much. And then intelligence. Pour, please. Okay, got the achievement. Wow, so sparkly, right, Undo? Have I not? Oh, I have. I don't think I've done that one before. Some new fun and sweet ideas coming right up. Oh my gosh, she's so adorable. This is perfect. I'm already feeling the energy for new hijinks running through my veins. Thank you. This is a really nice tavern. I think I'm going to hang out here for a bit. I need a break from my investigations. Can I pet your familiar? No, he's quite antsy when he hasn't been fed. I'd worry for your hands. Okay. Okay, so we got the achievement Rogue. Oh, he's got a bite mark here. 2 puncture holes. I think he's probably mad at me. I was trying to make him like me, but drink, please. Sure thing. With what type of ingredients? Preferably some that will wake up my bones. I feel dead and slow, incapable of forming words. Well, you just said all that. Like an undead banana slug? No. More like a spectral starfish, I see. Can I have a drink? Of course. I will trade you for 1 trinket. I did promise one of those. You did? Oh, that's cool looking. It kind of looks like a dagger. Here, as requested. Are you going to tell me what this is, or should I guess? Guess. A letter opener or an ordinary kitchen knife? I mean, kind of looks like a letter opener. I'm going to go with that one. It's a ritualistic dagger. I mean, that's what it felt like, but I didn't get that choice, so. Because at first I was like, oh, maybe it is one of those things. But purely hypothetical, I could use it as a letter opener, I suppose. Though I don't think I'd use it that way. Who knows whose blood it has seen. Anyway, will that suffice, or do you want me to go back and look for something even more extravagant? Loot her corpse dust? This will do fine. I'll find a fitting place for it on my wall. Good. I fulfilled my part of the trade. Now it's your turn. Ah, that's right. I promised a drink in exchange for a trinket. One moment. Let's see if I have something that will bring your words back to you. Okay, so he needs charisma, which we could do the sunny breeze. But maybe we should go with the spoken heart. So a sunny breeze is the delicious sunny breeze will melt your tensions and blow away your stresses, leading to enhanced charm, focus, and reflexes. It tastes like a pleasant wind flowing through the woods on a warm summer day, very popular among bards and rangers. Oh. I mean, would that help him? It is mostly charisma. Let's try it. Let's give him a sunny breeze. So, give him the intelligence. Because see, it looks like it's still highlighted. What did I do wrong? Oh. I just realized I put too much in there. Ooh, that's not gonna work. Interesting. Maybe I put too much of... Oh, golden feather. So if I make that, I have to put a golden feather in it. That's what it is. Come from the speedy golden loons who molt their feathers every spring. They can be found near Manor Lakes for haste. A little haste makes adventures inhumanly fast, great for reaching long distance locations and escaping every fight. Ooh, okay. So maybe let's not give him a sunny breeze then. Let's give him the spoken heart. Oh, let's check this out. Detective Melina. Oh, she's a detective. Vukakin, which is what Kara's as well. 10, she heard Detective Zenith Good, Chaotic Good, and the Stars. So we don't know. We don't know her story just yet. Here we go. In exchange, a ritualistic prepared drink just for you. Perfect. Almost worth stealing. Oh, I love to smile. Let's keep it at almost. Who bit you? A vampire. Why? Because we were fighting. Why? Because I stole a cape. But you're not wearing a cape. It's another vampire's cape. I was hired to retrieve it, and she got in the way. So you killed her? Yes. Why? Because she tried to eat me. Probably because you broke in. Oh, he don't look happy. Was it the vampire at Morrow Castle? Yes. Oh, I heard that one is scary. Was she scary? No. Were there a lot of traps? Yes. Did you trigger a lot of traps? No. You're lying. What kind of traps were they? Where are your parents? Dead. I'm sorry to hear that. It's okay. It's already been this many years since they died. Just kidding. I can count. It's been 7 years. So I was only 3 when they disappeared forever. I don't remember a lot about them. But I already solved their murder, so it's okay. Did you avenge them? No, they got eaten by zombies, and the zombies got eaten by a T-Rex. Not a lot left to avenge. That's interesting, Malia. Horrifying. I mean, it's kind of horrifying. Maybe. Oh no, God, I made her cry. But I don't like to think of it that way. That makes me very sad. I'm sorry, but it's okay for things to be sad sometimes. I'd prefer it if they weren't. Misery is the only constant in life. Get used to it, kid. That's a very sad and stupid thing to say. You choose what you make constant in your life. And I choose joy and chocolate. Lots of chocolate. Also, my name isn't Kid. What is it? Melina, but you can call me Melly. I don't think I will. What's your name? Blaze. Is that his name, Innkeeper? Yes. No. Oh my God. I mean, should I lie for him? I feel like... I'm going to go with yes. Let's see. Let's test her, because we read she's a detective, right? Let's just test it. Plus, I want to side with him anyway. But let's just test it and say yes. Really? He doesn't look like a Blaze. More like a Dave. But it's okay. Your parents couldn't have known that. Blaze it is. So, Blaze, tell me more about that vampire killing. I would like to hear about it as well. Fine. But I don't feel comfortable with the kid being here. Excuse me? I'm the greatest detective of our generation, and I can handle your PG vampire story fine, thank you very much. We're not of the same generation. It's just a fancy way to say of all the time, Blaze. I won't be held responsible if anyone calls Child Protective Services on you. To bring me where? To my parents? Right. How about you just tell us how you ended up fighting the vampire, and more importantly, defeating her? You did defeat her, right? Do I look dead to you? A little. The journey to Morrow Castle was simple. I encountered some of her horde creatures along the way. Their maws were full of so many teeth, counting them would have taken my entire lifetime. How long is an echo's lifetime anyway? Do earth echoes live longer than fire echoes? I don't know. Does the primordial sea make you age slower? I don't know. I've never been there. You're an air echo, right? Do you swim in the sea or do you float through it? I don't swim. But then how can you visit the primordial sea? I don't. I live in Gaia. I have no desire to move to another plane, nor to analyze my lifespan. Perhaps we can return to your recap. Right. Lady Evelyn's monsters of terror. Their teeth could not pierce my armor of ice and more ice, and my strength is no match for them. You're not wearing any armor. It melted. It does that. Side effect of vampiric ingredients. What? What? So you made it to the castle and then you fell into her traps? Or her pond? Neither. Both. Nevertheless, I finally made it inside after clashing with the living gargoyles at her gates. I knew that trying to sneak around and find the cape anywhere other than in her presence was pointless, so I made my way straight to the colossal ballroom where she was already waiting for me. It was covered in mirrors, displaying only myself and the cape that had been carelessly flung over a cello chair. What a nice reception. It was malevolent. Her fangs were gleaming in the flickering candlelight of her chandelier, and her mocking greeting was full of malice and bloodlust. We both knew why I was there, and we both believed we were the one who would walk away with blood on their hands. Your hands are surprisingly clean. I washed them in a river, almost got crushed by a star in the process. Knocked me right into the armor of some strange seraph woman. She gave me a lecture on fighting the undead without divinity, as if vampires don't have divine origins themselves. But she mended my wounds, so... most of them. The fight was brutal. We broke many mirrors, many bones. I was sure she wouldn't relent, so I tried to tire her out until daybreak. But then, suddenly her fangs were in my arm, draining the blood from my veins. While she regained her strength through the life she was stealing from me, I felt the door of Tuat open before me. But my own strength didn't completely leave my body, not yet. I used my last ounce of slowly fading consciousness to break an ice spike off my armor and pierce it straight through her wicked heart. It melted in my hand as her body slowly turned to ash. And at last, the cape was mine. Well done. That sounds like a fight worth bleeding for. I shall carry it with me forever. Couldn't you have just asked her for the cape? No. Why not? I'm a rogue. I don't ask, I take. So you're a thief? Yes. That's great. I need someone to mentor me in thievery. You'd be perfect for that. I thought you were a detective. I have many talents. I'm not teaching you anything. I'm not a babysitter. And I'm not a baby. You're the size of one. All right, let's stick with the vampires for now. I'm curious, where did you find that dagger? She had it on her, attempted to strike me with it several times. It fell to the ground when she crumbled to dust. I picked it up out of respect for the fight she put up, a memory of battle well fought. Did her clothes also turn to dust? Yes. So she left nothing else behind? Nothing but the dagger and a wound on my arm. And a vial of blood. A vial of blood? Yes, it seemingly was able to resist the destructive force of her undoing, and the destructive force of hitting the floor. Weirdly enough, it also had a label on it. It read, Blood of the First Vampire, Mike. Mike. It was deeper red than I've ever seen, and it almost seemed alive. What a strange thing to have on you. Maybe she thought you were planning to steal that too, and wanted to protect it with her life. Which she did, I guess. It certainly sounds valuable. Are you going to pawn it? No, I left it there, put it back in the display case. I have no interest in blood vials or vampire mythology. Then how did you know vampires are divine? Common sense. You don't strike me as someone with a lot of that. Ooh, burn. Well, it seems like the quest was completed successfully. Thank you, Blaze. You did a good job. I'm lucky I survived once more. One more bite and I never would have made it out of there. Did you think you might die when you took the quest? I mean, it's always a possibility. Then why would you go? Death is inevitable. Such is life. At least you found the cape. I'm sure the other vampires would be happy to have it back. I don't care. I just did my job. Speaking of which, Melly is right. Kyle would be very happy to have his beloved cape returned. Could I extend the quest to include a speedy delivery? After the day I've had? Not enough blood left in your bones? I don't think any blood is in my bones. Not usually. Fine. I'll do a direct delivery just this once. Where can I find this Kyle? Last I saw him, he left with Rhea to aid a certain cleric with her investigations. I'm sure you'll recognize her. Not her again. Where are they? Uncertain. Try looking around Zenith. They can't have gotten far yet. What are they investigating? The Star Rain, as far as I know. That's what I was investigating. We should go talk to them. We can exchange notes. I already drew a map of the impact sites in Zenith. Maybe they can help extend it further, or even find the culprit of this curious incident. Come on, Blaze. We have to go find them. For your cape and for my notes. I'm going. Alone. You do whatever. I don't need a sidekick. Wait for me! See you soon, Innkeeper. See you soon, Melly. Okay, so let's see what we got about her. Melly might be young, but she's already an aspiring detective and probably smarter than quite a few of my customers. She's a sweet and curious kid despite her parents meeting an early tragic end. It's exceptionally hard not to like her, and it seems not even edgy rogues can resist her charm. We're feeding Undo. Cleaning up. And blowing out the candle. Okay, Act 2, Starlight Sonata, 7, Crossroads of 3, Third of the Astral Moon. Alright, everyone, we're going to go ahead and end it there. Hopefully you are enjoying Tavern Talk as much as I am. Definitely neat. So we've had another quest completed. We've had 2 completed so far. That means we have, I think, 3 more left on the board? No, 2 more left on the board because of the completed one. And hopefully we'll get some more information about, there was one about a monster in a bog, I believe. And there's also the zombie snails, which we haven't gotten any information about those yet to create another quest. But I'm definitely looking forward to it. So leave me a comment down below. Leave me a like, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you next time. Bye.